right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now, after him. Well, that's one way to catch a thief.
Walkers, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard while you interrogate Nartisse.
All right, I admit it. I stole the perfect pounce and brought it here to Southgard. But I no longer have the ship, I don't. I sold the ship to Admiral Irathi, but they haven't set sail yet. The ship will still berth on the south docks. Irathi hasn't even finished loading up the slaves. Did I say slaves? Silly me! I meant cargo. They're loading cargo. I would never sell a Khajiiti ship to a slave trader. All right, yes, Irathi is a slaver. But I swear I didn't know that until after I sold her the ship. Please, you have to believe me, I'm innocent here.
Zaji wants you to know there are no hard feelings. In our business, it's sink or swim, yes? Oh, that's right! You can't swim! That went exactly as planned, which honestly may be a first for Zaji. Zaji is counting on it. There's no place for slavers in Elsweyr. But there's plenty of room at the bottom of the sea. Perhaps Kenarthi will even take pity on Nartisse and guide him to wherever it is that Dark Elves go. There's not a sailor in the Topal Bay who hasn't heard of Admiral Irathi and her practices. Many Khajiit have suffered because of her. But now we have a chance to repay this suffering, yes? Oh, you want a plan? Now, that plan would be... Zaji and the Bearded One will draw away the slavers. Meanwhile, Casca will help you secure the perfect pounce. We'll reconvene when the coast is clear.
Against my better judgment, I think we should follow Zaji's plan. Besides, it's best if you help secure the boat. We wouldn't want our new friends sailing off without us. Let's just say I'm not discounting the possibility. Aelia Renmus seems like a respectable woman, but she may not be the best judge of character. For now, let's hold up our end of the bargain.
Admiral, so good to finally meet you. Remove that wheel lock or we'll never sail out of here.
It is good to be home.
We should sail for Senchal before reinforcements arrive.
Excellent point. Hey, Walker! Get us out of here!
I told you the captain would get the pounce back.
I heard what happened from the crew. I'm glad you were there to help recover the pounce. I don't think Zaji would have handled the loss of his ship very well. Speaking of Zaji, did he agree to sail you to the island? I'm glad to hear it. I knew Zaji wouldn't let you down. I'm coming with you. If this dragon is going to attack Senchal, I want to help defeat it. Besides, I'm sure you could use an extra hand. I'm good with a bow. Look, I'm aware of the risks, believe me. But this city is my home. I can't just stay behind and hope you stop this threat. Not when I can help. I won't stand by while my father and friends are in danger.
You're competent, I'll give you that. Enough to slay a dragon? We'll see. The odds don't look good. We don't know the island. We have no idea how strong the dragon is. We'll have to improvise, and that rarely goes well. And wait for this dragon to burn the city to the ground? No, it's better to die fighting than to perish hiding behind a wall. Besides, we're profiteers. We know a thing or two about the risk. Someone on this ship has to be. If everyone plans for sunny weather, how will we survive a storm? Despite the odds, it's not hopeless though. If we can fight, then there is always a chance we can win.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always does. Not the first time he's lost it, you know. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the weight of the grime and barnacles. Not that any of these louts would notice. Enough jawing. I've got to see what condition the pounce has come back in.
This one is cleaning. You may help clean, or you may stop bothering this one. Whatever needs doing. Cleaning, mopping, stabbing. Sometimes this one stabs and then cleans up afterward. Also, Chisbari is well known for her cheery disposition. Hooray! See? Chisbari is so cheery.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounce, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the pounce has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was her captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Bazahar the Bull. A heartless taskmaster who didn't care a lick about his crew. The pounce was a lot less colorful back then, in more ways than one. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well cared for, and he's always excited for the next adventure. It's a bit contagious, actually. Still, I don't know if this ship could actually function without Casca. I won't deny Zaji is cunning when he wants to be, but it's Casca that keeps this ship afloat. She schedules for repairs, oversees our provisions, pays the crew. And she keeps us all safe, of course. I haven't seen her lose a fight yet.
There is no day like today for adventure, and you have a dragon to slay, yes? Talk to the bearded one first, though. He seems like the strategy type and will probably want to discuss many boring things with you.
Now that we've secured a vessel, our next step is to infiltrate the dragon's lair. Saji will stay on his ship in case we need to make a quick retreat. Casca, on the other hand, has asked to join our hunt. If she wishes to protect her home, she should have that chance. Once we reach the island, we'll search for the dragon. Luckily, we have the Horn of Jadari to help us fight the beast. Indeed, our journey to recover the relic may have been a long one, but it's proven to be an invaluable weapon. That being said, we may find more resistance than just a dragon on the island. Another ship was seen heading toward the island. I'm not sure if its crew are friend or foe. We must be prepared for the worst. We can set sail immediately, or perhaps you would like to take a moment to become familiar with the crew. Very good. Let's go deal with that dragon. Let's discuss our plan of attack. Judging by that docked ship, we're not the only ones who have business on this island. There's a Dragon Guard proverb. Prepare your counter before the blow. In other words, if they swing at you, be ready to swing back. I also recommend we split our forces to cover more ground. I spotted a cavern northeast of here. Scout ahead and see where it leads. Meanwhile, Casca, Aelia, and I will search for the main entrance to those ruins. Aelia, Casca, you're with me. Stick close and prepare to fight.
I'm always ready to fight. Just keep an eye on the little one.
I can take care of myself, you know.
Scales, this gate won't budge. Does anyone see a lever? Good to see you, warrior. Thanks for the assistance. Hold your positions. That was certainly effective. Well done, my friend. Damn this gate!
Look above us! The dragon!
Prepare yourselves! Inside, now! Follow the beast!
People, and why are they attacking us?
They are enemies to be defeated. Nothing else matters.
These banners, the motifs. There's no mistaking it. This is a dragon god's sanctuary. How dare a dragon desecrate these hallowed halls? Well said. I was able to track the dragon's movements. It should be just up ahead. Aelia and Casca have agreed to guard this hall while we move forward.
Be prepared, little one. I can smell them coming.
How many?
Does it matter? They will die all the same.
Show yourself! Prepare to meet your end! The horn didn't work. How?
Of course not. That's my horn, mortals. Tell me how you came to possess it.
My companion will speak with you, dragon. But make one wrong move, and my blade will cut deep.
I am Nathalar. I do not fear you, hunter. If you seek a battle, understand that it will be to the death. I would rather talk, though. Where did you get my horn? Zukorav. Ah, so it was Valoksin who hid it from me. To protect our kind from the horn's power, no doubt. Such an honorable fool. And why do you seek to kill me? Are you one of Latvulan's thralls? My oldest foe. A dragon of great power and evil intent. He gathered a cult to do his bidding and subjugated our brothers to his cause. Those who oppose him die. He plans to destroy this land, and me along with it. Why would I attack the Kaz city? It means nothing to me. Only Latvulan matters. You have dispatched many of my brother's followers, so I shall spare your lives. You may even keep my horn. I have no need of it.
Hold! This dragon means us no harm.
No harm? Did we come all this way for nothing?
That's still to be determined. For now, let's spread out and see what we can find. Well, I certainly didn't factor this into my plans. The Dragon Guard were very clear about their dealings with dragons. Hunt them, slay them, use their parts. Yet this one shares our goals. This Latvulan seeks to destroy all of Tamriel. If Nathalar wants to stop that, I'd say we have a common cause. As the Red Guard proverb tells us, if we share an enemy, let our blades strike as one. I may not like it, but Nathalar possesses knowledge about Latvulan that we just don't have. And the might of a dragon at our disposal isn't something to toss away lightly. Yes, I'd rather have Nephilar on our side than against us. Our mission was successful, my friend. It just didn't end as we expected. We secured passage to the island, we found the dragon, and we made sure Senchal was safe. At least from this potential threat. Not bad for a day's work. We also need to learn more about this dragon Latvulan. If it does indeed wish to destroy all of Tamriel, then an alliance is our best way to end that threat. I'm just glad I have your support in this. Your help has already been invaluable. If we're to fight back against Latvulan, we'll need more than a single dragon. We'll need an order dedicated to eradicating this threat. The time has come to reform the Dragon Guard. I do. The crew of the Perfect Pounce already helped us on one dragon hunt. I'd like you to see if they'd join us for many more. Speak to Zaji and see if he and his crew want to join our order. Let's hope Zaji takes our offer seriously. He may find it hard to believe that we want his crew to join the Dragon Guard. In fact, I'm having a hard time believing it myself. But by Lecky, we need them. The Imperial Dragon Guard was formed centuries ago by Riemann I, founder of the Second Empire. Though we seek to emulate the Order's dragon hunting practices, the Dragon Guard was originally created to act as Riemann's honor guard. I suspect it has to do with the Order's Akaviri origins. When the Akaviri invaded Tamriel, they were defeated by Riemann and ultimately swore loyalty to him and his heirs. They eventually became his Dragon Guard. The Akaviri have a long history of hunting dragons in their homeland, and so the Dragon Guard were both the Emperor's honor guard and accomplished dragon hunters. This lasted for nearly 2 centuries, until the assassination of Riemann III. The Dragon Guard was officially disbanded. Some members swore loyalty to the Potentate and acted as his spy masters, while others became mercenaries. There were even members who continued to hunt dragons, though in much smaller numbers than before. Members of the Dragon Guard were the premier soldiers of the Empire. They were master strategists, disciplined and honor-bound. It's no exaggeration to say they were the best of the best. We, on the other hand, have a crew of pirates. Yes, how could I forget? I led young Aelia in her first battle. None of them are my first choice. They've all shown themselves to be dedicated to protecting Elsweyr and its people. They will have to do.
Zaji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? Hmm? No. Best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Zaji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Zaji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Pounce will join your Dragon Guard. Ah, yes. Zaji will speak to the crew. However, there are 2 crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting. The Dragon Guard key! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Zaji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Leave it to Zaji. Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now, that's not saying much, since most of my crew can't read. The Dragon Guard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, Chisbari the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Oh, Zaji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the Bearded One, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call, this one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course. Zaji is their captain, after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest Dragon Guard to ever walk the sands of Elsweyr. It's just a matter of time.
Our mysterious crew has departed. Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragon Guard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away in foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Trying to read. What letter does that look like to you? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze. Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Well, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragon Guard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those new moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
I can't believe we're in a Dragon Guard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures. It was all quite exciting. You want me to join your order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Red Guard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragon Guard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragon Guard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Red Guard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Red Guard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of general by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Central and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly, and a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Aelia. That was all that mattered.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are, and what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
Nathalar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Lotfalan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nathalar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Zaji say to my proposal? Excellent. I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragon Guard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nathalar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.
You are wise to ally yourselves with me. Lotfalan will not stop until Tamriel is destroyed. He has raised an army and forced my brothers to join his crusade. Those who refuse, die. He must be stopped, for the good of my kind, as well as for yours. A dragon's words have power few mortals understand. When we swear an oath, we are bound by it. That is our way. The dragon Yagrandu vowed to aid me in a time of need. We must seek him out and remind him of his oath. I do, but I do not know where he hides. I leave that task to you, as the Dragon God of old were known to be accomplished trackers. Seek the aid of a companion who knows this land well, and let them guide you. Now go, hunter, find Yagrandu. Finding Yagrandu requires a test of skill rather than mere bravery. I am curious to see how you and your companions fare. Yagrandu ran afoul of a powerful dragon hunter in a time before the Dragon God. I found him, injured and cornered, and offered my aid. For a price. Knowing that his life was forfeit, he begrudgingly agreed. My kind call it a soulsmear, a blood allegiance. It is an unbreakable bond, stronger than any vow uttered by a mortal. Yagrandu is bound to pay his debt by a magic older than any you know. If you find him, he will join our cause.
We're part of the Dragon Guard, Aelia. It's not stealing.
I think we should ask before putting them on.
But it looks so good on you. Look what we found, Walker. Zaji has to say, the Dragon Guard certainly has style, though this one did decide to make a few alterations. Now, what's our next move? What does our dragon friend have up his scaly sleeve? A missing dragon, huh? Then you'll want to head to Kenarthi's Breath Temple. The priests there can find all sorts of things, if your cause is just. I'm certain they wouldn't mind helping the noble Dragon Guard defeat a great evil. South of Black Heights, Zaji's childhood village. Just follow the ringing of the bells, yes? You can't miss it. Zaji will meet you there? Yes, of course. This one is your resident expert, after all. He just did not realize that his first Dragon God mission would take him back to Black Heights. He hasn't visited since... well, he has never visited. Kenarthi is the goddess of the winds. She guides the Khajiit, ensuring our ships reach safe harbor and our souls find the sands behind the stars. With Kenarthi's power, the priests can guide us to what we seek. Something to do with the bells, Zaji thinks. He has never seen the ritual, of course. It is only performed in times of dire need, such as when a group of brave Dragon Guard must find a dragon, yes? The only thing remarkable about Black Heights is just how unremarkable it is. Nothing ever happens there. The villagers paint the wall of life. The priests pray to Kenarthi for guidance. It's all very, very dull. A big mural. The villagers each add to it before they die, preserving their stories for generations to come. Zaji remembers staring at it when he was a Jakajit. The stories of this one's ancestors made Zaji think... That's it. Merchants, weavers, fishers, and farmers. There were now stories of heroes, no glorious tales of adventure. All Zaji saw in that mural was a life too dull to contemplate. And so, this one ran away and never looked back. It's settled. To Black Heights.
And I'm coming with you.
What? You don't trust Zaji to handle this?
Be gone!
This one will tell their cousins, and their cousins' cousins of your generosity.
Feel the fire consume you, trespasser! Your transgressions fuel my flame! Stand to my flames, interloper! Stand firm, students! Take my aid! your training, students! Taking us on, Walker? Faster! For his throne!
Have you heard the rumors? Sai Sahan, sailing with a crew of smugglers.
Aye, and I'm the daughter of Debella.
I lost a brother to Captain Blackheart and his murderous crew. Thank you for serving them justice.
For his throne! Vassal!
usher in the new.
Tell this one to pray, and he shall pray. Tell this one to kill, and he shall kill.
Please, over here. Thank the hist someone arrived. You're not with the crazed cult out there, are you? No. If you were, you would have summoned the others by now. Please help me. I've been trapped here for hours with no chance of escape. My friends and I became separated at the quarry. We sought the strange Aeon Stone that we heard about. Figured we'd take a little. Bring it back to my father's jewelry shop in Murkmire. That's when the cultists decided to run us off. We ran in different directions once the cultists started chasing us. I lost sight of them while fleeing for my life. I ducked under here and have been hiding ever since. Could you look for my friends, please? My friends must be hiding around the quarry. Find them and let them know I'll be waiting at the rendezvous spot. They're Argonians like me. You can't miss them. Look for Mitza, Falls with Grace, and Nasi. And please, watch out for those cultists. Rumors spread like wildfire through the streets of Senchal, especially if it involves anything valuable. Most of what we heard indicated that the locals avoided the stuff, though. Said it was cursed, or tainted, or something like that. Curses? No. If someone had mentioned the cultists, though, that's a different matter. Look, I just want to see my friends again. Then we'll leave Elsweyr and return to my father's shop in Murkmire. In the dragon's fire!
Burn it!
Please. I didn't take any of the green stones. And if I did, I'll make sure to put them back. Just, please, don't hurt me. Oh, thank you. I saw what happened to Paul Falls, and I got so frightened. I'll go find Nomu right now. cannot run anymore. There's too many of them, and my friends are gone. I surrender. Go ahead, cultist. Do what you may. Truly? That is good news. I think I have enough strength to make it to that location. Thank you, stranger. Just remind me never to listen to Nomu's stupid ideas again.
For the fires to come.
Mitsa told me what happened to poor Falls, but thanks so much for finding the others. I just wish I had something to give her family back home in Murkmire. That's Falls, all right. She loved this ring. I'll make sure her family gets it when we're back home in Murkmire. Anyway, thank you. Why don't you take this, for your efforts? I just wish it could be more.
I hired you to lead me to a specific site, not the middle of nowhere.
This one did what he promised. Now pay what you owe. Thank the moon for delivering someone who looks like they might have a little sense. This one did no such thing. He hired me to guide him to some area written in his stinking book, but now he refuses to pay. There was nothing at the place he sought to visit, just wilderness. This one knew, of course, but the wood elf never asked. Tourists rarely do. Besides, this site was being used to trade skooma. The wood elf's interests go beyond idle curiosity, no?
This is what I get for trusting a Khajiit. He guides me to the middle of God knows where and expects me to pay? For what? A tour of the wilderness? He should be paying me for my wasted time. I came in search of a particular site for a personal matter. My guide here spoke as if he knew the area and offered to lead me to there for a hefty sum. This place is nothing like my notes describe. He'll get no coin from me. My notes indicated the site bore markings pointing to a cache of goods. The kind that are highly valuable, yet questionably legal. The kind that are almost exclusively found in Elsweyr. The kind I would be willing to pay a guide to lead me to. I was going to sell it to a few wealthy wastrels I know in Grotwood. A harmless transaction for all but them. That was the plan, at least. Had this mangy cat described the site in advance, I'd have not bothered coming in the first place. Fine. I'll pay the blasted fee. I can see I'm outnumbered by greedy fools. When I get back to Senchal, I will most certainly let the authorities know about this swindle. That cat will never work as a guide again. Take the coin, you lying Khajiit. I hope it brings you nothing but despair.
It will bring him a good dinner and new tunic. This one thanks you for your patronage. Thank you for talking sense into that dirty elf. This one only wanted to be paid fairly for his work.
I've lost hope.
Sometimes a little lie saves the